Hello there, Leos. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be checking in for your week of June 6th to the 12th. Just see the messages that you need to know. Please make sure you do leave feedback after this video. I would like to know what you think about it. And if you are interested in the extended at the end of the video, you can check out my Patreon in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So Leos, June 6th to 12th. Leo, June 6th to 12th. Interesting. All right, Leo, we've got some problems here. So your first card is the turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. I love that card. The dragon, beware of self-delusion. And the flute, disappointment in a friend or lover. So I'm going to go in depth in these cards, but the turkey usually represents literally someone behaving dumb, whether that's yourself or someone around you, someone misbehaving, being naughty. The dragon, beware of self-delusion. That's, also very self-explanatory, being, lured into becoming a bit delusional about a situation or already being. And then the flute, also self-explanatory, very self-explanatory cards. Disappointment in somebody. So let's go ahead and start with the turkey and define that. What does the turkey represent for Leo from June 6th to 12th? Okay. I think this is you. I'm not calling you stupid, the turkey is. No, but okay, so there is an aspect of you behaving in a way you know you shouldn't, or that you've done before and you know it didn't work last time, or maybe just like you're like fantasizing about something that's not right. So stupidly is to be taken lightly. I'm not calling you stupid. It's just what the turkey says. I don't know, whoever made this deck, maybe they don't like turkeys, but you're acting in a way that you shouldn't be acting, basically. The details I get is that you're going to be actively putting energy and taking action towards anxieties, fears, worries, or nervousness. And this isn't taking action against it. This is like putting your energies towards anxiety and fear. Like purposely scaring yourself for some reason, purposely causing yourself anxiety. Like, for example, let's say you're afraid of spiders. You're going to be like, oh my God, spiders are going to start invading the world. Is that going to happen? No, probably not. I hope not. And then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to happen. Or let's say you're dealing with a person. This person's going to leave me. They hate me. I hate everything. Everything sucks. Absolutely no evidence of anything. So something that you don't really have evidence of at all, you're going to like form it into a reality because you're afraid of it for some reason. I also see that this has to do with attraction. So this could be somebody that you're attracted to or a situation you are highly interested in. I think it could come from the fact that maybe you're afraid of a situation that's good turning bad. Because down here, this also shows me that you're going to start having lots of questions that you don't really ask. You just let them stew and sit inside of your mind, and it's going to lead to either depression, or it'll have to do with a divorce or a lack of commitment. So I don't know what this is exactly. The sun in reverse represents depression, a divorce, or a lack of commitment. So it could be that maybe romantically you guys are in a connection that lacks commitment and you have all these fears running through your head. Whether they're true or not, you're not asking questions, so you don't know what the truth is. Maybe you're dealing with the divorce and you're afraid like, oh gosh, but what if I'm attracted to them tomorrow? Don't worry about that. You're going through a divorce for a reason, right? So I guess whatever the situation is, maybe you're just like fearing yourself into depression. Whatever the situation is, you need to get questions answered and you need advice. You need to figure out what the reality or the truth of a situation is before you step forward and keep going with these intriguing fears that you have. Now let's go ahead, define the dragon. What does the dragon represent for Leo from June 6th to 12th? Okay, so this might be a couple different things. So delusion is in play, right? So the biggest thing here is that you're going to be making a decision or needing to make a decision. Maybe you're going to start the works of a decision. It has to do with either depression, a lack of commitment, or a divorce. So let's see here. You're going to have to make a decision based on this, whatever the sun represents for you. And I think, okay, so here's the other details attached to it. You have a goal of, I think, getting a truth or a confession out of somebody, or maybe figuring out if someone's lying or not. And you're going to figure this out soon, but it's not going to be as soon as you want. The Eight of Wands in reverse for me is usually a delay. So it looks like it has to do with somebody who is overly emotional or highly manipulative, whether you are aware of that or not. So this can go a few different ways. If you are going through a divorce and you need the truth in a situation to make a final decision, you're going to get that truth, but it's going to be delayed. So in the meantime, don't become delusional. That could be like creating circumstances that are untrue or that lack evidence completely. Even if it is true and you don't have any evidence of it, don't play it in your mind. Wait for the truth to come out. That's in any scenario here, divorce or not. You are dealing with someone who is very manipulative, and they could very easily bring you into this place where you just kind of like doubt everything in your entire existence. So this truth is very necessary for you to achieve before making any decisions, and it's going to take a while. If you want to speed it up, let's see, what can you do to speed it up? Well, it shows right now you're going through a blockage because you're not learning your lessons. So that's why you're going through a delay. Before you get this truth, you need to learn your lessons and you need to get out of this blockage for it to make any sense. What could it have to do with? It could be that maybe you've been given some sort of evidence that you just refuse to believe. Maybe you've been told pieces of the truth that you still refuse to believe. Maybe your intuition has been nagging at you with something, but you're not listening. Something is causing you a blockage because you keep repeating some sort of mistake. So if you want to speed up this truth or confession, you're going to have to start listening more and learning your lessons. So beware of self-delusion. Don't let yourself or anyone else tell you anything that you do not know is true or not without or with evidence. Now let's see what the flute is talking about specifically. What does the flute represent for Leo from June 6th to 12th? Okay, so basically there's a lot of stress and feelings of being overwhelmed because you love somebody or you have strong feelings for them. There's something here that you are investigating, something you're trying to get details of, that's causing you to feel stuck. What do the details have to do with? Okay, so it's pretty much what we just talked about. It's either something, a legal situation, or it's something that's highly unfair, something that's unjust, lacks justice. You could have been mistreated in the past and you questioned it, and now you're not sure what is the truth, because I'm seeing here that someone is lying to you. There is a lack of truth or confession involved in a situation with someone that you love. If this isn't romantic, it could be a family member or a friend that you love as well that you're going through this with. So you're really stressed, you're really stuck, and you're trying to find the truth in a situation, which is great. And I think that once you do find this truth, that's what the flute represents, is the disappointment. So I don't think you're going to find the truth yet this week. I think you're going to be still putting energy towards working on it. So for the meantime, I think it might be really good for you to try and investigate a bit harder. If you have to get a private investigator, like especially if it's something legal, get a private investigator, maybe, well, yeah, get a private investigator if you can afford it. Maybe work with a psychic who is trusted, not just a random psychic who says that they preach love and light, whatever crap. Someone who is trusted that you know is accurate. Maybe test them first. Don't feel ashamed about testing readers. If they don't like you testing them, then don't even worry about them, because we all have doubts, right? Don't say, I am testing you, but like give them a question that would be difficult to answer for some typical reader, right? And then if they are accurate about that, then you can figure this out more with them. But look more into it. Maybe you have to go more out of sight. Like, for example, if you're wondering if someone's cheating on you, you might have to like take their phone and like look through stuff instead of saying, hey, are you cheating on me? You know, you might have to take your own action. It could also be like if it's a legal situation, if you don't know if someone is being truthful about like what they're doing. For example, I'm trying to think of something legal. Maybe you're in the middle of a court battle and someone is saying, no, I never did that. You're not going to be able to find evidence, but you might be able to find evidence and they might have done that. So something like that. It's someone that you love and you're feeling stuck about. You're going to have to go a little bit more out of the norm to get the details that you want. Investigate harder. You're not going to find the truth most likely, or at least the full truth this week, but you are going to hopefully be looking more into details this week. So I want to reiterate again on the turkey from earlier. I want to make sure that you are clear that I was not calling you stupid. It was just that you are behaving in a way that you should not be. Something that you know you should be doing, you're not doing, or maybe like, you know, something you know you shouldn't be doing, or you should be doing, something you should be doing, you're not doing, or something you're not doing, you should be doing. Something like that. So believe in yourself a bit more and take more action. So that's all I have for you, Leo. I hope everything made some sort of sense. Please don't forget to leave me some sort of feedback. Let me know what you thought about this, especially when the week is over. Let me know what did or didn't happen. And if you are interested in the extended reading, you can find my Patreon in the description. I'll talk to you later. Bye.